Good afternoon, guys, and welcome to another video here from the incredible country of India. Today we are in a new city. We are in the city of ORCHHA, and ORCHHA is in a state that we've actually never visited yet here in India. It's in the state of Madhya Pradesh. Now, somebody once told me for every 100 kilometers you go in India, the food changes completely. So I'm hoping that coming here all the way to Madhya Pradesh, things are going to be different. Food's going to be different, and I'm excited to try out what the food is actually going to be like, because I've never actually tried out the food scene here in ORCHHA. So with that, let's go ahead, let's start exploring the streets of ORCHHA to see what food is available, what are the locals eating, and what is the classic local street food here in ORCHHA. With that, let's go ahead and let's start eating our way through the city of ORCHHA. Lam Raja. Alright, first stop of the day. What are we getting? First here early in the morning, we're getting Puri Sabji. This is one of those classic things here that you can have for breakfast, for lunch. It's so busy. I mean, look at how many people there are all around me. It is packed with people. I mean, it is so busy. I couldn't even find a seat here. It's so busy here. It is insanely busy. But what we've got is very simple. Puri and Sabji. Puri are these sort of fried puffs, and Sabji is just vegetables, sort of curry sauce that you usually have. Now, what's very interesting is that they have like this sort of basket that they carry around. And each of them, there are like 4 different ones. However, I realized that I was tricked. One of them has Sabji, the other has raita, and then the other one is just a place where they can put the plates, and then the other one where they put the spoon. So it looks like there are 4, but in reality, there's really only one Sabji going on. That is the aloo Sabji, or the potato Sabji. The puris are being fried fresh right out front. You can literally see them frying them, and I have to say, this looks like some of the nicest puris I've ever seen. They seem so thin, so light, and like literally, they are popping and cracking with the air pressure inside versus outside. It is so fascinating to see that here, but I am starving, I am hungry, and I need some food. So without further ado, let's go ahead, let's grab some puri. I'm just gonna go ahead and dip it in the sauce first. Let's go ahead and try this out. I had puri sabji before in Varanasi, but let me tell you, it was nowhere near as good as this. Just like the one in Varanasi, the actual sauce is quite watery. It's not a very thick, gravy sauce. It's a very watery sauce, but this watery sauce has so much more flavor. It is spicy. You can taste not only the heat of, I think, the actual like chilies, but you can actually also taste the actual spices inside the sauce itself. It's also got this tiny little oily layer that you can see right on top. Wow, that's a great start. But what we gotta do is we gotta get the potatoes. So we're gonna grab one of these little pieces of puris. We're gonna go ahead, grab a little potato. I mean, wow, look at that. This looks like a heavenly bite right here. Let's go and try it out.
This is puri.
Puri.
This is COVID protected puri.
Sorry?
COVID protected puri.
COVID protected puri.
And this is famous Indian vegetable.
Aloo.
आलू पोटैटो यहाँ का फेमस है ये। ये पूरा फ्राई होकर निकलता है। इसमें किसी तरीके का बैक्टीरिया नहीं है। Not boiled. This is highly fried.
He's saying that the puris,
very good tradition food.
The puris are COVID resistant because they are completely fried. I mean, makes sense. I mean, once you fry something, you probably get rid of it.
Tiwari Puri store. Tiwari Puri store. Famous.
Okay, they're very famous here in ORCHHA, Tiwari Puri store. That's why they're so packed. But the aloo is so nice. It's absolutely tender, absolutely soft. And the best part is that it's actually absorbed all that spicy flavor from the sauce, the actual watery sauce. I think this is a great combination. For me, the puris are amazing. I don't know how they make it, but it's super delicate, super nice. Sometimes when you get a puri, it's not puffed up perfectly, but here, they puff it up like an absolutely symmetrical balloon. I don't know how they do it, but they've been mastering it for years. The aloo, I love the flavor of the sabji. It's got a nice spicy flavor. Yes, it's a bit watery, but the potatoes just melt in your mouth, and it creates one of the best food combinations you can find here in ORCHHA. That's it. Wow, what an exceptional place. This place here, they are legendary for their puris, and trust me, after trying that, I can tell you, that has to be one of the best puri shops I've had here in all of India. The puris are perfectly light. They're literally cooked up until they're like a symmetrical balloon. I just don't know how to tell you how amazing this place is, but institution here in ORCHHA, and as the guy said, this is one of those legendary spots. It's also apparently COVID resistant, but the logic is that because the food's fried, therefore it's COVID resistant. By that means, I mean McDonald's should also be COVID resistant, but I'm not so sure about that. So this place, definitely an institution that you have to try if you want some good puri sabji here in ORCHHA. Yeah, एक बादाम पिस्तार केसर पिस्तार. हाँ. Alright, next stop of the day, we had to get a little bit of dessert, and we've come to a random sort of ice cream stall. They have these all over India, and I've gotten some ice cream. I've got the flavor, which is badam kesar pistar kesar, which is this. It's not supposed to look like this. I think it's been moved around for quite a bit, so it's just been sort of rocking about, and this is what's left of it. But badam kesar pistar is basically nutty, almondy, saffron. It's supposed to be a great, incredible flavor. So with that, let's go ahead and let's try it out before the flies consume all my ice cream. Interesting, good, but it's not that good. I mean, I also am paying 50 rupees for it, so I'm not expecting that much out of it, but it is basically like a very, very watered down saffron almondy ice cream. I've had sort of saffron almond kulfi when I was in Lucknow, right? And that was intense. You got almonds and saffron. Here you have the same thing. It's just the quality is much, much worse. Like you can tell it's a little more watery. The flavors aren't really as strong. So it's good. It's a refreshing treat here in India. It's just not the same standard that you're hoping for if you go to like a real good kulfi dessert place. But oh, and it's melting at a very fast rate. But with that, I'm gonna go ahead, take a break, and I'll see you guys as we continue to eat our way around the city of ORCHHA.
Lam Raja.
Alright, the sun has officially set here in ORCHHA, and first off, I need to get an actual, real, big, substantial meal because I am starving. We come to a place known as Lam Raja. I think that's the name of this place. And they're basically this street side stall that's serving a bunch of curries with rice, with chapati, and with tea salad. It is a classic Indian street food stand. And the people here are really nice. Like, they'll let you know what the thalis are, they'll let you know what's in it. And let me say, I got quite a nice selection that I'm pretty excited to try. So, first off, what is in my thali? Well, there's a few things. First off, you have dal. Dal is that classic lentil stew here in India. Is it right to call it a stew? I don't really know. But like a cooked down lentil, yellow sauce, really, really nice, always works very well with rice. We've also got some potato curry, some aloo curry, and then we've also got bindi. Now, bindi is something that I haven't really shown you yet. Basically, I've been trying to show you guys bindi for a long time. What is bindi? Bindi is sort of okra. And here in India, okra is a very commonly used ingredient actually to make stews and curries. Very homemade actually. So I'm really excited to try some bindi here as well. And then of course you need some starches, you've got some rice, and you've got some chapatis just to sort of make it all one nice meal. But first off, you always judge a place by how good their dal is. I think that is the principle I've learned from being here in India for so long. So let's go ahead, we're gonna get some of the dal, we're gonna put it over the rice. Ooh. This is like a homely combination right here. Let's try it out. Yeah, every part of India has its own way of doing dal. And I love that each part of India, the dals are different. Some dals are oilier, some dals are lighter, some dals are spicier. And this one, wow, this is a spicy dal. There's no question about that. That is a dal that kind of hits you at the back of your throat. Not on the tip of your tongue, so it's not a lot of fresh chili sort of dal. Rather, it's the spices that have been cooked down for a very long time. Wow, that really hits me in the back of the throat. That is delicious. Now what I'm going to do now is we're going to try some of the aloo. But I usually like aloo with my chapatis. And first off, chapatis they're making are as fresh as it gets. Like this was literally dough a few seconds ago. Now it is in my hands. It is hot. It is fresh. You always want fresh chapati when you're here in India. Let's go ahead. Let's dip it in. Let's get some potatoes. I mean, wow. Look at that. Look at that. I mean, I had some great potato for lunch earlier with the puris, but now with some chapati, this looks amazing. Let's try it out. Wow. Okay, one thing I really like here is that potato chunks are a bit bigger. In other places, for example, where we had for lunch, potato chunks are like really, really small, like 1-inch sized cubes. Here, they probably cut a potato into like 6 pieces and just put it in and that's it. I like that because it's a lot more chew. But even though the potato pieces are bigger, the potato is still really soft. It's a very tender potato on the inside. The sauce is kind of watery. It's kind of like what we had for lunch, a bit watery on the side. However, it doesn't mean that it's diluted. The flavor is incredible. So you can see there's a bit of flavor, like a layer of oil right on top. That is exactly what we're looking for. You got a bit of spice. That's all you can see. Some of the seeds of the spices that have been put into the aloo. I mean, that is a delicious combination. Now for the bindi. The bindi is something I've been really looking forward to trying. I mean, okra is something that's really commonplace in the Indian cuisine. Finally getting to try it here is really exciting. So let's go ahead. Let's get a big bite. I mean, wow. Look at that right there. That is the perfect shot right there. Let's go ahead and try it out. I love spice, and this they've done really spicy. I love that the bindi, usually when you have bindi, the problem is that it's really sticky, right? When you cut through okra, you got those like webs of stickiness. Here, there is no stickiness. The stickiness has completely been eliminated. It's completely gone. All you taste is the actual fibers of the actual okra left. And then it's got that sauce with it, the spicy, nice, oily sauce that adds incredibly to the flavor. This soaks it all up. Gives it the perfect sort of vessel to which you can carry all those flavors from the actual okra. My opinion, I love them all, but I think dal is my favorite. I think dal here is really spicy. I like that. I think in general, everything here tends to be really spicy, and you also have some fresh cucumbers. They call it here, they say it's salad. I call it fresh cucumbers, and it works out really well as a combination. Best part about this entire thali, all the dishes, everything together, combined, is only 100 rupees. That is so affordable as a big meal, and that's why here in India you can eat really well on a 4-5. I mean, look at all this food that I'm getting for only 100 rupees. That's like $1, and I'm getting so much food for it. That's why you come to India. The food here is absolutely exceptional, and we'll finish this up and we'll see what else we can get here in ORCHHA. कौन से चाट? पानी पूरी है और पानी पूरी. हाँ, कितना पानी पूरी? हाँ, 10 rupees for one. For 4. Alright, we have come to a place known as the Shri Ji Chaat Corner. And what do? They do chaat. And one of my favorite chaats to have here in India is this one right here, Pani Puri. It is, again, that little puff. They put a bit of water in it, a bit of potato mix, and then you have a delicious Pani Puri. Now here, they're gonna serve it to you just like they do in other places. They serve it to you in a little cup. So you see, we have a little plate here. And then after that, once it's ready, he will literally just put it in and then stuff it with water. And here you go. So he's just preparing mine now. He's just getting the puff. You can see there's a puff there. He's stuffing it with potato, and now he's gonna put it in with the water. All right, without further ado, let's go ahead and let's try our first Pani Puri here in ORCHHA. Let's go for it. That has got to be one of the best Pani Puris I've had actually here in India. First off, the water is perfect. It's not too salty. Sometimes I feel like when I have Pani Puri, the actual water part of the Pani Puri is a little too salty. Here, it is the perfect amount. It's got spice, it's got a bit of like heat in it, but it's not too salty. I actually like it when the Pani Puri is not too salty. I still want to taste the pani in my puri. So actually, this is really good. And the shell, super crispy. I mean, you can see the shells are mounted up in a mountain. The aloo itself, really thin layer. There's a very small layer of aloo. What's making most of it is the actual water part, which I actually like. I like the water part of Pani Puri. The whole point of Pani Puri is because it is a water puri. It's puri with water in it. So I like that there is more water, and I like that the water here is extremely favorable. Extremely favorable. One of my favorite types of Pani Puri actually here. And I know ORCHHA is very good for their chaats. They've got really good chaats here, and this Pani Puri has to be one of the best Pani Puris I've had. It might be simple, and it might just be on a street corner like this, but man, is it some of the best Pani Puri you're gonna get in all of India. Wow, that Pani Puri has got to be some of the best Pani Puri I've actually had in all of India. I love the perfect balance between the crispiness and the spiciness of the water. The water, like Pani Puri has to be good because of the water. If the water is good, then it's a good Pani Puri. And over there, I don't know what they do, but they make some of the best Pani Puri. The problem I have sometimes with Pani Puri is too salty. It's just the water is too salty for me. I want heat, I want spice. I don't want that much salt. And right there, they've gotten the perfect balance down, the perfect recipe to make sure you get the perfect balance of flavors in the water every time. With that, I do think I need something sweet. Let's go see what we can get here in the city of ORCHHA. Famous kalakal. धन्यवाद. कलाकल है.
Yes, कलाकल ORCHHA famous.
हाँ, ORCHHA famous है. हाँ, milk का flavor है. हाँ. Well, that's very milky sweet. Alright, final stop of the day, we've come to a place known as Shri Radhe Sweets. They are one of the most famous sweet shops here in ORCHHA, and actually a local recommendation from somebody I just met here in ORCHHA. What do we have here? We have Kulfi. But it's not any sort of kulfi, this is Punjabi kulfi. So actually when he told me there's Punjabi kulfi, I was so curious. I was like, what is Punjabi kulfi? I've never heard of Punjabi kulfi. But this is what Punjabi kulfi tastes like. I mean, it's what it looks like at least. It's really white, it's not yellowish like other kulfis I've had. And it's literally put on this like thick, like wooden sort of stick here. I mean, it looks really, really nice. Very, very smooth. I mean, if you look at the Punjabi kulfi, it's a very white, smooth layer. So without further ado, let's go ahead and let's try our first Punjabi kulfi, not in Punjab, but actually here in ORCHHA. Let's go for it. Oh, wow, that is unlike any kulfi I've had before. That is so different. First off, it is milkier than other kulfis I've had. It's a very, very milky texture, and it's got this spice called elaichi. It's actually the spice of cardamom. So that's what elaichi is. Elaichi is actually cardamom, and that's exactly what it tastes. A very strong cardamom flavor here in the ice cream. It's a very nice spice and milky flavor. And I know you might think, is it every kulfi like that? But it's a different type of spice. Other kulfis usually have saffron in it. This kulfi does. I mean, you can see it's not a yellowish or reddish color. It's a white color. The milk still takes dominance here, but they've just added, I think it's star anise. I think it might be star anise, or it might be some cloves or some other spice that isn't the same as other kulfis I've had. For example, in Lucknow, that one was a saffron almond kulfi. This is definitely very different. I've never had Punjabi kulfi, but wow, fascinating. And it's really, really smooth. It's one of the smoothest ice creams I've ever had. So definitely a nice sweet treat to end off the day. Wow, that has been an exceptional dessert and actually an exceptional food day. Everything we've had has been absolutely dessert. I mean, from the puris in the morning, the ice cream during lunchtime was a bit disappointing, but just now that main massive meal, that thali and the pani puri, best pani puri I've had here in India, and that Punjabi kulfi, so interesting. I mean, we've just had such incredible food today here in ORCHHA. I have to say, I didn't think ORCHHA would be a great food city, but after coming here and trying some of the foods, this place has some pretty good food. It's pretty delicious, and it's extremely affordable as well. So with that, what an incredible food day it has been. I hope you guys have enjoyed the street food tour here in ORCHHA. I mean, the food has blown my mind away. So if you're here in ORCHHA, you gotta try out the street food. It is one of those legendary things that you've got to have when you're here. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, definitely give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more food and travel videos. There's literally a cow walking right in front of me, so I'm gonna let the cow pass a little bit before I keep going. But I hope you guys have enjoyed the video. If you did, definitely give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more food and travel videos. And I will see you all on the next one here from the incredible country of India. Bye guys.